Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Red Dead Online and we're doing another outfit guide. Today we're doing Angel Eyes, or The Bad, from the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I already did The Good, or Blondie, or The Man with No Name, Clint Eastwood's character from the movie. So if you haven't seen that, I definitely invite you to check it out. But today we're going to be looking at Angel Eyes. So let's just start it off and dive on in with weapons. Alright, and so there's really only one gun to talk about with Angel Eyes because he's, out of all the people in the movie, he actually usually just sticks to one type of weapon, and that's a revolver. Now it's interesting to note that closer to the beginning of the movie and for a while you can see that he's clearly carrying a Remington 1858 New Army, which is in my opinion a far superior gun to the 1851 Navy. But then for some reason for the rest of the movie he uses an 1851 Navy. They both kind of look the same style with either blacked or dark blued covering for the barrel, cylinder, frame, and hammer, and then brass for the trigger guard and the trigger. Both the Remington and the Colt look like that, and they both have a similar looking grip, so I don't know if they just swapped it on the movie because he liked the feel of one better or whatever they were doing. But if you want to imitate either gun, the best we can do in the game right now is using the Navy revolver, short barrel, improved sights, improved rifling, ironwood grips with the mahogany finish, and then like I said, blacked for the barrel, cylinder, frame, and hammer, and then brass for the trigger guard and the trigger. In my opinion, they really should add the Remington 1858 New Army into the game. I love it. I like it a lot more than I like the Navy. I fired both in real life, and I way prefer the Remington, and in history, so did most people who had any experience with guns. One of the only people that I've seen, like through a study of American Western history, that would choose the 1851 Navy over the Remington 1858 was Wild Bill Hickok. And I know that that really speaks to it because he's definitely a very famous pistolier. The Remington 1858 was just way more popular than the Colt 1851 as soon as it came out. Now it's also a much newer gun, but with all that being said, that's the only gun we have associated with Angel Eyes, is a Navy revolver. Alright, and so here we have the character, and I know I don't look very much like Lee Van Cleef, but I did what I could. So basically all I did was give it a short hairstyle and this mustache, and I made them both black. It's not perfect. His mustache in the movie is a little bit thinner and a little bit higher up, but none of the mustaches in the game work like that. It's a complaint I've had before, is that the facial hair in this game, they always go way towards the bushy side instead of the thinner, more trimmed side, so it's hard to recreate a lot of famous characters who actually did not want to have a giant beard or a giant mustache on their face. But anyway, that's the best we could do for hair, so let's just move on to looking at each individual item. It should be noted that I was going to do Tuco, or the Ugly, next, but I spent the better part of 2 or 3 hours trying to come up with a good outfit for him, and I could not do it. Nothing I came up with looked like either A, good, or B, like the outfit that he wears in the movie, or I should say the iconic outfit, because he actually wears 3 or 4 different outfits in the movie. But I was trying to recreate the famous outfit from later in the movie, which is where they take a lot of the stock photos and stuff for the film, and I just could not do it. If you've got a good Tuco outfit, tell me about it, but I can't come up with one. So we're doing Angel Eyes. So for the hat, we have the clean black drifter hat, and this one actually, now Angel Eyes wears it a little bit differently. He has it tilted forward a little bit, but other than that, this is pretty dang close to being exactly the same hat that he wears. It's approximately the same shape, size, and almost exactly the same color scheme. The only thing, if I was going to say something that's different, is the brim on this is turned up just a little bit more than his is in the movie, but other than that, it's pretty dang close. If you don't like the look of the drifter hat, you could probably swap it out for the clean black stalker hat, but honestly, I think the drifter hat looks better for this outfit. Alright, for the coat, which was probably the hardest thing to find for this outfit, one that I liked, I went with this dark brown variant of the brakeman jacket. I think it looks almost exactly like the one he wears in the film. It's definitely got the right kind of color scheme, looks wore out just about the right size, lapels sit just about right. It's all very, very close. If it's not perfect, it's very, very close to being perfect. But that's the jacket I went with. Now I went back and forth on what to do with the shirt because in some photos you can see that he's clearly wearing a vest, and in some of the photos it's open, and we can't even do that in the game, so it's not an option. But I think I saw one where he was actually wearing a black vest closed up and then a white shirt underneath. But in the iconic photo that I used for the thumbnail and the one that I am basing this outfit off of, he appears to just have somewhat of a shiny looking black shirt. Now his has a bunch of lines in it. I couldn't find an option that fit that, but the closest I could find was the black Lautnep shirt, and then I opened the collar because he has the collar open. I'm not sure what the shirt's supposed to be made out of. If it's supposed to be made out of leather, that would be super uncomfortable to wear in real life. But like I said, I was trying to get that kind of shiny black look that he has in the picture. So that's the shirt I went with. For the gun belt, I went with the black embossed gunslinger belt, and I did the same for the offhand holster. Now it should be noted that he only uses one holster in the movie and only has the one firearm, the one revolver for it. But he actually wears as his primary holster a left side quick draw holster, which is an actual real life pretty popular configuration for a holster, but of course that's not available as a primary holster in this game, so if I wanted to include that at all, I had to do 2, but that's fine because I like dual wielding revolvers in the game better anyway. So yeah, that is the style I went with, and it matches his pretty decently. He's got what looks like a pretty clean black gun belt. Obviously it has bullets in it and this doesn't, so it doesn't fit perfectly, but I just wanted one that looked clean and did not have any extra studding or ornamentation on it, so that's why I went with the embossed gunslinger belt. So that's the weapon equipment. For the pants, I went with the brown studded pants. Now, in the movie, his appear to be just a shade either darker brown or a little bit more reddish maybe, but I really couldn't find any that I liked any better than the brown studded pants, so that's why I went with these. Like I said, his in the film appear to be just a hair more towards the reddish side, a little bit more like the jacket I've got on him, but I couldn't find any that fit that just perfectly, so I went with the brown studded pants. Then for the boots, I went with the black Oakley boots, and now these match the ones he wears in the film almost perfectly. They've got just a little bit more decoration on them than his, but not much, because his had this style of decoration on it and were solid black, so even the raised part was black as well. So these actually are the best boots I could find, and he wears his Texas style, so they're over his pants, at least for most of the film. I think I saw a picture where they were tucked under, but for most of the film, he's got them Texas style. So that's the boots. And then for the spurs, I just matched them to the boots. I went with the Gurdon Morrow spurs. They've got the same design style, same color scheme, silver spurs. They look very good with the outfit and they match the boots really well. So that's why I went with those spurs. So yeah, that is my best attempt at recreating Angel Eyes, or The Bad, from the film The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Like I said, I've already done Blondie, or The Man with No Name, you know, The Good, from the same film, so if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend you check it out. But in any case, that's actually where we're going to end today's video, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, I definitely recommend that you leave a like on the video to show me and YouTube, and I guess anyone else that's contemplating watching this video, that it was a good video. And if you have any requests, anything you'd like to see me try to recreate in this game, whether it's from a movie, a TV show, or a historical example of, you know, someone who actually existed in real life, definitely let me know down in the comment section, because I really enjoy making these, and I'm always willing to give it a try. Sometimes I can't. That's what it was with Tuco. A lot of people requested that, and I really wanted to do a video for Tuco, but I could not come up with a good one, and I'd rather not make the video than make a really bad one. So that's why I didn't do Tuco, and unless I figure something out in the future, I probably won't. With all that being said, though, like I said, I'm open to try basically anything. So leave that in the comment section if you have anything for it. And lastly, as always, I'd like to talk about subscriptions. I'll keep it brief. If you haven't already and you like this content, please subscribe to the channel. I need subscribers to grow, and that way you get to see the content that I release on a daily basis. So with all that in mind, thanks for watching, and have a nice day, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.